If you missed Wednesday, October 26th, you missed kind of a fun project that we worked on together as a group. First thing you're going to want to do is go into the workspace for Russia. And there are some directions here called Economic System Assignment Directions. You're going to want to click on this link, and this is going to open this document for you. Basically, what you need to do is you need to pick one of these types of economies, either traditional, command, free market, or mixed. And I should put or, but pick one of those types of systems. Then what you're going to do is you're going to work through some questions here. We're kind of starting to talk about the economy of Russia, and for that to make any type of sense at all, I think you need to have a little bit of background knowledge about the different types of economic systems that exist around the world. So there are 4 vocab terms here that have to do with economics. And when you look for the answers for these, when you look for the definition, just go to Google, do a Google search for like goods economic definition, because it's a slightly different definition than if you just simply looked up goods. And do the same thing for services, resources, and scarcity. They have to be the definition that relates back to economics. Then you're going to answer 2 questions. And by the way, you're going to do all of this either on a digital poster, so you can do it on like a one Google slide, and you actually, before you even start, you can change the size of the slide to an 8.5 by 11, then you can print it. If you want to do this on poster paper, just swing by my room and I will walk over to the library with you. Or you could, if I'm not here, if it's a blue day, you can just walk over and tell them you need a sheet of paper that's big enough to do a poster on, and they'll help you out there. So you're going to take all this information, okay? So the definitions, the answers to who decides what is produced and who decides how much is produced. The 3 countries, at least 3, you can do more than that if you want, or groups of people. If you happen to select the traditional economy, then you're going to be looking more at groups of people, where the other 3 will be countries that you're looking at. Then you need 3 advantages or pros, 3 disadvantages or cons. And then you're going to go through a quick little scenario here where you pretend like you're the owner of a coffee shop. And based on whichever economy you have selected, you have to tell me who decides what kind of coffee you sell, who determines the quality, who determines how much you charge for your coffee, and so on and so forth. So you will take all of that information and, like I said, put it in a Google slide. You could do a Google drawing. Make sure you change the layout, the size. Make sure you customize the size to either 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 8.5 on either one of those before you start working. And you can definitely do this on a poster. If you do it on a poster, do not do it on a small sheet of paper. It will not fit. You need to have a big sheet of poster paper. To help you out here, if you come back into the workspace, there is a link here called Economic Systems, and that opens up this link here. So no matter which economy you choose, all of the answers to those questions are going to be here. So I put a pros and cons link in there for you. This overview of economies, I will give you a clue. It is definitely worth your time to take a look at all 17 pages. It's slides. Don't worry, it's not like book pages. It's a PowerPoint presentation. So look over those slides, okay? I'm just telling you, it will save you some time if you do that. And then there are just some others, like a general overview. A lot of times those are Wikipedia pages, and you can just grab some information off of there as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. The other thing that we did right off the bat was I had everybody open their at least one of their presentations on the landforms. So once you go ahead and open one of your presentations, and then you're going to come back to this directions page, and we're going to wait till it opens. And make sure that whatever your presentation is, if it's a presentation, make sure you've published it. If it's a TAC, make sure you've published it. Some of them say something like make it public, whatever the wording in it is. You're going to take the link to that presentation then. You're going to do this for both, but I'm going to show you how to do it with one of them. And we're going to play the waiting game. So you're going to copy the hyperlink to whatever your presentation is. You're going to come down here to the yellow highlighted text where it says link to project 1. You're going to highlight the text, click on the linking button, paste your link in the box, and click apply. You will do that same exact thing for link to project 2. The other thing you have to do with that same link, so do this at the same time, you're going to go into your MyMap, so mymaps.google.com, and again, we wait. We'll just close these while we're waiting. Oh, lovely, it can't be reached. Okay, so let me just open my map for you here if it'll work. Let's say that let me back up. You're going to add another layer called Russia if you have not already done this. And I have a Russia layer on here already, but you just click add layer, a box. Oh no, I lied. It doesn't come up in a box. It'll come up down here. So I'm just going to delete my extra layers here. But all you have to do is rename your layer. So it'll say Untitled, you click Untitled, and it'll bring up the box and you just type in Russia. Okay, so let's say that one of the things you looked at was the Caspian Sea. So you're going to put a place marker for the Caspian Sea. You will add to map, remove, click on the edit button, and paste your link in this box here. And I don't have a link copied, so I'm not going to paste it. Then you can come in here on the camera, Caspian Sea or whatever your landform was. And let's add 3 pictures. Please don't add a map. It's on a map. You don't need to add a map as a picture. Oh, that's a cool one, like a satellite picture. Okay, so pick 3 of them. Let me add one more in here. Okay, it's only showing 2 of 2. There we go. So make sure your link's in the box, put some pictures in here, click save. Do that for your both landforms. And then once you do that, you'll be all caught up. We made some changes in when we're doing presentations. And once you get back to class, we will talk about that, and we'll talk about it a little more in the coming weeks. So I will see you next week.